Good morning. Welcome in 6 a.m. on your day before Friday. I'm Rebecca Smith.
I'm Bill Bryant, and we do welcome you to WKYT this morning on Thursday, January 7th. And the big news of the morning, I guess, in the region, really across the country, nobody won the lottery last night. So this jackpot is going to grow to $675 million.
That's a lot of money, right?
Yes, it is.
I can think of a few things I'd like to buy with that money.
Right.
You know, and obviously give some to charity as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to think about that.
We have this web poll up, you know, that it talks about whether people would quit their jobs, what they would do. 9% say they love their jobs and would show right up to work.
I have a feeling you'd be one of those people too, Bill. You'd lump yourself into that group for sure.
For a time.
For a time, huh?
There's some who just say, they just flat say it. About 40%, I think, say
I'd probably
no.
travel the world, you know. What would you do, Micah?
Yeah, you know, I think Bill would actually buy WKYT and just run the place.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know, okay? Let's look outside real quick. Defender showing radar network, holding on to absolutely nothing going on. You can actually see what's happening across Ohio River Valley and also the southeast. Now, if you look down toward the southeast, I have the arrow showing you, here comes some milder air. Not mild, but milder. We're seeing by the afternoon upper 40s to the lower 50s being in the southern zones. Dome of higher pressure off toward the east coast. It continues to move on out as this low pressure system gets a little bit closer. That rain that you see across the Mississippi Valley region, don't expect that anytime soon. That actually comes tomorrow, but what it will do is actually throw off some clouds in our viewing area. Here's something that's really cool. We don't really have clouds outside right now. Check this out. So here's the moon outside if you look off due east, okay? But look just to the northeast of the moon. You see that bright star right there? That's actually Venus. And you can step outside early this morning, just look out your window and check that out. Once we get a little bit closer to the daylight hours, once we get towards sunrise, you may even be able to see Jupiter as well. So a lot to get out and check out early this morning. Got to really look close to actually see that one just below Venus. But for the most part, or Saturn rather, just below Venus. But for the most part, things are looking pretty good this morning. That's such a cool shot, though. Temperatures are there in the 20s and 30s. Just know as you step out the door early this morning, it's going to be pretty chilly. So keep that in mind. But yeah, as we track off through the next couple of days, here comes the wet weather. I'll have that in your forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Interesting days to come and interesting things to see up in the sky right now, just before the local daybreak.
Well, the owner of a southern Kentucky business has some cleanup to do this morning after an overnight fire.
Right. The fire destroyed a house. It damaged the East Bernstadt business located next to it at Kentucky 490 in Laurel County. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk now with a look at the damage. Mark?
And there is quite a lot of damage, Bill, because the fire spread from the trailer that you see right here on the screen to an auction house. Now, firefighters who battled the cold and the flames, they're still trying to figure out what started the fire. It started before 2 this morning near the intersection of Highway 490 and Highway 1376 in East Bernstadt. Firefighters tell us they had to get inside the burning business to knock those flames down. They put a lot of water on the fire, but with temperatures this cold, that created some icy patches on the road. Now they're waiting for a salt truck to come in and break up some of those icy spots. We're told the good news this morning, as no one was living in the trailer home where the fire started. That trailer is now destroyed, and the nearby business where the fire spread, well, it has some serious water, smoke, and fire damage.
We made an aggressive interior attack on the commercial building to save that, and went ahead and then turned our efforts over to the trailer once we had the fire in the commercial building under control.
Now, firefighters tried, but they were not able to save that fire, or that trailer. Now, again, this morning, they're still working to figure out what sparked these flames. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, new this morning, a man is in jail accused of raping a child. 36-year-old Victorian Falk is charged with rape, human trafficking, and several other charges. Police say he admitted to having sex with the victim, who is under the age of 15. He also told police that he forced the victim into prostitution.
The wife of a fallen Lexington police officer is asking for help to keep his killer in prison. Glenn Donahue is serving a 20-year prison sentence for manslaughter for the 2010 death of Officer Brian Durman. According to Durman's wife, wife, Donahue, will be eligible for parole again on February 15th. In an email sent to WKYT, she says Donahue refuses to take responsibility for his actions. She's asking the community to write letters to the Kentucky Parole Board urging its members to keep Donahue in prison. Donahue was denied parole in 2014. Days after a fire killed 2 people in Morgan County, investigators have yet to name the 2 victims. Firefighters say a woman and a second person were found dead inside a home that burned to the ground on Rock House Branch Road. They say a wood-burning stove may have started the fire.
A man accused of breaking into a Woodford County home and killing a 6-year-old boy says he's not guilty. Ronald Exantis answered to murder, burglary, and assault charges following a grand jury indictment. Last month, police say he killed Logan Tipton and injured other members of the boy's family. He is eligible for the death penalty. His attorney says she isn't fighting to keep Exantis out of jail, but instead is fighting to keep him alive.
Ronald's mother asked me to tell her was to apologize to her and to tell her, you know, how very sorry they are. And Mrs. Tipton, as gracious as that woman was, looked at me and said, you know, it's not her fault.
Exantis' attorney said he's been actively psychotic for much of the time he's been in jail. Well, the bad news is you, me, we did not win last night's Powerball drawing jackpot.
Yeah.
No one did.
Nobody.
Really.
Nobody won last night.
It was worth $500 million.
Of course, the good news in all this is that the next jackpot will be worth an estimated $675 million, a record. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain joining us now with how lottery fever is probably going to hit new heights again. Good morning.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint all of you. If you haven't seen the numbers this morning, no one won last night's Powerball grand prize. Now, there were some $1 million winners, but none of those here in Kentucky. And last night's estimated jackpot was $524 million. So you know what that means. Saturday's drawing is the largest ever. That estimated jackpot is up to $675 million. And it will probably be even higher come Saturday. The largest jackpot in history was in 2013 at $590 million. An 84-year-old Florida lady was the lone winner, and she bought a quick pick. And statistics show that 80% of winners allow the machine to select their numbers for them.
I let the machine pick them. I'm no good at numbers. So it's a chance. You know, if you don't play, you don't have any chance. I don't play that often, but when it gets this big, you can't afford not to.
Good morning. You know, videographer Ray Brown and I bought a Powerball ticket, and although we weren't the grand prize winner, we did hit the Powerball number 17. So you know what that means? We win $4. So guess what? We're going to go buy 2 more tickets because each ticket costs $2. We're going to get 2 more tickets here this morning in hopes that we get the big grand prize for Saturday. And you know, the cash option for Saturday is $413 million. Quite some money there, huh? And you know what? I would definitely come back into work. I hope you and Bill and Rebecca would, and Micah would too, right? So we're just going to wait in line here. Another thing about Saturday's drawing, it is Saturday night at 10:59, and last night's odds of winning were 1 in 290 million. So keep that in mind too. We'd like 2 tickets, please.
Separate?
Sure, why not? Separate tickets. What do you think of that?
Quick fix?
Yes, please. Because you know what? 80% of people pick quick picks.
Yeah. My quick pick didn't help me, so
Well, maybe we'll Saturday, right?
maybe. Yep.
Okay, thanks so much, guys. Wish us luck. Back to you.
Oh, good luck to you, and good luck to me, and good luck to, you know, me.
Big decision she just made, though. Separate tickets, you know. So is she going to give one to Ray, and she keeps one?
I don't know. There's a strategy at play, I'm sure, but proof there that, you know, just because you're on TV, you don't get special treatment, okay? You got to wait in line.
She waited in line. She got her ticket. That's right. And even the clerk there said that it didn't work out for him. So we'll see how it all goes. 6:10 is our time on WKYT this morning.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, and out and about early this morning, we'll hold on to the 20s and even some 30s outside. The good news here is we don't have anything falling out of the sky early this morning, so that's fantastic news. You just don't want to get into that mess when you're trying to get off to work and get the kids off to school. 20 degrees there in Frankfort. Corbin coming in at 26 degrees East Bernstadt. Good morning to you guys. We're holding on to temperatures there in the 20s. Lexington, Georgetown, and then go off toward Lawrenceburg, holding on to the 30s as well. Some upper 20s around the Bluegrass. 33 degrees now in Jackson over toward the east and southeast. We go through the day. Look, you're going to start off with a lot of sunshine early this morning. We're at 49 degrees later on this afternoon, which is well above average. And some of us will be 10 degrees above average. That's a really nice feel. However, here come the clouds. And the clouds appear not just out of nowhere. Something's making them move on in. And you will see that tomorrow morning as you wake up. A lot of us waking up tomorrow morning, we'll actually see a few showers out and about. And I will say this, I would say the morning hours look like your best opportunity to actually see some rain. Once we hit the afternoon, here's noontime, still a few showers laying around, but it's starting to fade away. Watch afternoon and evening. It really does fade. If you have any basketball games going on, heading out to the high school basketball games, you'll be just fine. I know they're indoors, but heading out to it, you're going to be running into rain. And really nice temperatures for out to eat dinner tomorrow evening. We go off into the night and into Saturday. And watch this. Saturday morning, any of those races, 5Ks, whatever it may be, those will be dry and really nice, 40s and 50s during the morning hours. But then we hit the afternoon, it becomes widespread. It's pretty nasty rain on the way there on Saturday. I will say this today, it's pretty dry, but tomorrow and Saturday, I don't expect any flooding concerns. I really don't expect much at all in terms of anything to worry about. It's mainly just some showers moving through. And then Sunday, that's when you start to see that rain change over into snow. Here is your 7-day forecast and what you can expect. We're in the 40s and 50s the next few days. Friday and Saturday will be your rainy days of the work week. Then we hit Sunday, and here comes that snow chance in the forecast, Bill. As of right now, like I've been saying all morning long, we do expect to see some flakes for some. However, in terms of accumulation, that's yet to be determined. We still have about 4 days left. It's hard enough to actually say, here's who's going to see snow a day before as opposed to 4 or 5 days out. So it's going to take some time.
The more sure thing is this incredible cold next week.
Yes.
20s for highs.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, get ready for that.
That's right. Be getting yourself together on that one. 6:13 on WKYT this morning. And each morning we bring you weather and traffic together right here and look at what's happening out there on the roads. And as you see, current traffic is moving along fine. Normal, lots of green on there, both in the region and in the town. No problems. Current traffic travel times, Rebecca. It looks like a good ride in from just about anywhere.
Yeah, it does. It looks good this morning. No major issues, which is always a good thing. Just cranking up that heater and bundling up.
Good idea. It will sure be a good idea next week.
Yeah.
More news coming up on WKYT on your Thursday.
A look at the devastation in rain-soaked California as another weather system is pounding the state.
And find out why the United States is casting doubt on North Korea's claim that it tested a hydrogen bomb.
We bring you a breaking news alert this morning. 17 miners are trapped 900 feet underground in a salt mine in upstate New York.
Officials say that an elevator broke down overnight. Those miners are not in any danger, according to local officials in Lansing, New York, that is north of Ithaca. But a county spokesperson says the efforts are underway now to try to get the miners out of the elevator in the Cargill-owned salt mine. We'll keep you informed on this morning. The latest on CBS this morning. Shortly, again, 17 miners trapped underground in upstate New York.
Parts of drought-stricken California continue to be hit by a series of storms fueled by El Nino. A third round of torrential rains triggered mudslides and flooded highways in the southern half of the state yesterday. The system has brought snow to the mountains, helping to recharge the region's snowpack. The international community is vowing to punish North Korea with additional sanctions following claims the country successfully conducted a hydrogen bomb test. U.S. officials as well as other nuclear experts are skeptical, saying a blast of that type would have produced a far more powerful outcome. If confirmed, this would be North Korea's fourth nuclear test.
A grand jury has indicted the Texas state trooper who arrested a woman who later died in jail. Trooper Brian Insenia was indicted for perjury for allegedly lying about how Sandra Bland's arrest happened. The Texas Department of Public Safety says it plans to fire Insenia. Bland was arrested for assault. Police say she committed suicide in jail a few days later. Her family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the trooper. A hostage standoff has ended in tragedy in an Atlanta suburb. Police say a man who kept his 2-year-old son hostage for 18 hours has killed the child and himself. Police entered the home in Beaufort, Georgia after hearing gunfire. and police found 43-year-old Tai Ho and his son Philip. The standoff started Tuesday night when someone called police to report that a man was threatening to shoot everyone in the home.
Well, 6:19 is the time this morning. Investors keeping a close eye on Wall Street this morning on news of China's stock market crash. Chinese shares plunged more than 7% within the first 30 minutes of trading today, triggering a new circuit breaker suspension system for the second time in a week. The sell-off was sparked after authorities allowed the yuan to depreciate further. And Star Wars, the maker of Monopoly, adding a new character from that movie to the game. Many fans took to social media disappointed about the lack of female characters in toys and games based on the movie. Hasbro listened, apparently. It's adding the female hero Rey to its newest version of Monopoly. The company claims it left her out on purpose to avoid any spoilers. Chick-fil-A is making a bold addition to its menu. The chain is tossing together a kale salad. It's the first fast food chain to offer kale. It includes broccolini and is topped with dried cherries, walnuts, almonds, and pecans. Chick-fil-A calling it a superfood side. After more than a year in the making, Business Insider says Chick-fil-A will start offering the kale salad later this month. Hopefully it doesn't come with a super-sized price tag on that for the superfood bill.
Don't know about that. We'll find out.
I don't know.
It sure does look healthy, right?
It does.
Yeah, a lot of folks trying to, live by those New Year's resolutions about now. 6:20 on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started here on your Thursday. Does this bank robbery suspect look familiar? Why this picture has the host of a popular TV show accounting for his whereabouts?
Kind of looks like Mike Rowe off Dirty Jobs. I think that's his name. Temperatures are there in the 20s, some 30s. Cold blast coming. Not today, not the next couple of days. That's when the rain moves on in. Also some snow. We have a lot to talk about. It's coming up next.
Good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. It is 6:24.
Well, an overnight house fire in Laurel County damaged a nearby business.
That's what's trending at this hour. It started just before 2 o'clock this morning on Highway 490 in East Bernstein. We're told that fire started in and destroyed a mobile home. The fire then also damaged an auction house next door. No one has been hurt.
The Powerball jackpot is now an estimated $675 million, the largest of any lotto game in U.S. history. That's because no one matched the numbers drawn for last night's jackpot. The next drawing is Saturday night.
Temperatures in the 20s and 30s this morning. If you're heading out to see Saturn or Venus right there to the right of the moon, just know you're going to need a coat and then come back in and watch the rest of WKYT this morning. We're pretty cold this morning, not as cold as we have been, but it's a pretty decent feel by this afternoon. We're in the upper 40s to the lower 50s. Guys, we're going to be talking about some milder conditions, also some rainy conditions coming up in your forecast, and also a little snow back behind that off into Sunday, off into Monday.
All right, so some things to watch as we roll into the weekend and out of the weekend.
Yeah.
6:25 on WKYT. A major survey out today says progress has been stalled on reducing the number of uninsured Americans under President Obama's health care law.
The Gallup Healthways Wellbeing Index finds that the share of U.S. adults without health insurance was just shy of 12% in the last 3 months of 2015, essentially unchanged from the start of the year. The GOP-led Congress just passed a bill to dismantle the health care law, which Obama says he'll veto. Janet Jackson is responding to rumors that she has cancer. Jackson took to Twitter yesterday to say she does not have it and that she's recovering, but the singer didn't necessarily specify the illness that forced her to postpone her current world tour, including a stop at Lexington's Rupp Arena.
The announcement came 2 weeks after Jackson said that she was undergoing an unspecified surgical procedure. Jackson says her doctors have approved her concerts in Europe, which are scheduled to begin in March. So she is planning to be back on stage very, very soon.
We hope she gets well.
All right, you may know him best from his show on the Discovery Channel called Dirty Jobs. Now, a bank robbery up in Oregon has host Mike Rowe claiming his innocence.
Police in Medford posted an image of the man online. Rowe himself heard that he had a law-breaking look-alike in the Northwest and commented on social media. He pointed out that he is much taller than the suspect. He also said he could prove he wasn't in the state if necessary. does
Yeah.
look a little bit like him,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
somewhat. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's him by any means, but I guess they
Yeah,
got the talking going.
I guess that is a dirty job, if you'd like to say,
True.
a bank robber, but
They probably
not going
pay
there.
him enough to do that show.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to resort to that. All right. 6:27 is the time on WKYT on your Thursday morning.
When we return, students going to UK for the spring semester can leave the hoverboards at home. More on UK's decision to ban the scooters ahead.
And Friday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $165 million. And if you're just joining us, nobody won last night. So Saturday night's Powerball jackpot, $675 million. We're coming right back on WKYT.